All right, what's up, Tops Knives fans? Welcome to our little video here that we got going on. First thing that I want to say is right now we have a sale that is going on. It's 40% off for all military and first responders. This is a huge sale, great prices. If you're a first responder of any kind, you're not sure whether your job counts as first responder to us, just get a hold of us and find out. Call, email, real simple. We'll get you hooked up. So get a hold of us, let us know. 40% off for all military and first responders. That sale will be valid through about the middle of April. Well, I guess first, let's put a disclosure up there. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a chemist, I'm not a medical expert, I'm not a naturopath, I'm none of those things. So take this for what it's worth, okay? We took this recipe, if you will, from a guy named Ed Calderon. He posted it up on his Instagram page, which is Ed's Manifesto. He called it Hobo Hand Sanitizer, which I thought was perfect. He's a really knowledgeable guy, very respected in this community. And so we took this, we took basically some household items that I had in my home, and we're gonna make some hand sanitizer out of them. So if you're stuck at home, whether you've been ordered to be there, whether you're sick yourself, whether you're just trying to avoid this whole mess, whatever it is that you're doing, you got time on your hands, all right? It's probably too late to go to the store and buy some alcohol. It's probably too late to go to your local liquor store and get alcohol that's a high enough proof. You have to have at least 180 proof or higher for this to work properly. But many of you have first aid kits at home. Many of you have aloe vera gel at home. Many of you have some essential oils at home. You may have the ingredients necessary to make this right now without having to run to your store, try to look for hand sanitizer, which you're not gonna find, or try to find these other ingredients, which are gonna get more and more scarce. As long as you have alcohol, aloe vera gel, pure gel, no additives. If it's got color to it, it's probably no good. You need the real, clear, 100% aloe vera gel and some essential oils. You're good to go. So we're gonna make a cup of it right now because I'm gonna start running low on this aloe vera gel real fast. But it's a real simple mixture, really easy to get this right. My understanding is that this mixture is consistent with CDC recommendations for what will actually sanitize and kill the virus and or other bacterias. But again, go check that stuff out for yourself. Look at real sources to make sure that this is actually going to do the job for you. However, if you don't have hand sanitizer, here's your chance to make some at home. Okay, real simple. The rubbing alcohol, or if you have grain alcohol in your home, it's got to be at least 90% by weight, which is 180 proof or higher. So either that or rubbing alcohol. You're gonna do 2/3 of a cup, and excuse me while I measure this out. Okay, so basically you're looking at about a 2-to-1 mixture. 2/3 of a cup of rubbing alcohol, 1/3 of a cup of aloe vera gel. Again, make sure that it's pure aloe vera gel. You don't want other additives in it. You don't want other stuff in it. It's got to be as pure as can be. I have heard that this will actually work if you have an aloe vera plant as well, and you can get it straight from the plant, enough to give you that 2-to-1 mixture. So 2/3 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup. We're gonna mix this up. What you're probably gonna notice is, depending on the consistency of the gel that you have or the aloe vera that you're using, the gel may not mix really well. So that's why I got this. If you're at your house, use a blender. Otherwise, I'm gonna mix this up in this bowl and I'm gonna shake it like crazy. The bowl, that is. Okay. So The idea here is that you're mixing the gel with the alcohol to a point where you're gonna get a similar consistency to the hand sanitizer that you can buy from the store. One other thing, after we put the essential oils in, is Ed's Manifesto recommended putting it in the fridge so that the consistency will set a little bit. I noticed with the first batch of this that I tried at home last night is that the first jars that I poured are really runny, and the last jars that I poured are not anywhere near as runny. But I did not mix it in a blender or do anything crazy like that. So now you're gonna add about 8 to 10 drops of essential oil. The whole point of the essential oil is so that it smells good. You're probably not helping anything, so pick an essential oil that you like. I've got some eucalyptus here, I've got some peppermint here. A lot of people will recommend lavender. So a lot of people will recommend just whatever essential oil. Again, I'm not a naturopath. I don't know what's what with this kind of stuff. So use what you think smells good. Supposedly peppermint has some cleaning properties to it. Supposedly eucalyptus has some cleansing properties to it as well. So whatever you got handy. Again, for me, I think it's more for smell than anything. But the recommendation is about 8 to 10 drops. So we're gonna try some eucalyptus this time. Okay. Let's try and mix this back up without spilling it again, huh? All right. Once you feel like you got a pretty good mixture, I'm gonna pour this back into here just to make it easier to pour. You can see, just shaking that up, it mixed actually really well, better than just using a spoon. So you want some kind of agitation. That's pretty much it. Pour this stuff into a bottle. We just happen to have some empty honey bottles laying around. So we've cleaned those. We're gonna dump this in. Probably all of it'll fit, huh? Okay, dump it in, close it up, throw it in the fridge for an hour or two, and you have some homemade hand sanitizer. This is not gonna replace soap. Wash your hands, people, okay? Keep your hands clean, keep your body clean. If you have to go out, take some of this stuff with you. Use it when you've touched something that others may have touched. Just, whatever you can do to stay safe. But think about it while you're at home, while you're at work. Maybe you're forced to be at home. You got time now to learn some skills, to learn about things like this that are gonna help you in an emergency situation when resources really are scarce. Right now, sure, there's some empty shelves here and there at your store, but in a natural disaster, in some other event that might happen, a lot of times it's localized. You're gonna find yourself at some point in a scarcity situation. Having the know-how to take just stuff that's around your house is important. So, as much as we advocate learning how to use your knives and carrying your knives and using them, there's a wealth of other things out there that you can do to prepare yourself for an emergency. So keep your knife on you, make homemade hand sanitizer, wash your hands with actual soap. Speaking to my camera. Speaking to my
Let me see if this works. I'm gonna talk like this so I can
What do you think? Does it kind of feel like normal hand sanitizer?
Better.
Better?
Yeah, this is actually better than hand sanitizer. I was using that, I'm not gonna say a name because I don't want to get in trouble, but it dries your hands big time.
Bad.
This actually leaves your hands.
Feels pretty good, huh?
Yeah. You want to be in this? You're picking this out.
Oh, eso está bien.
No te queda dry to skin and
Suavecito. Queda suave.
this stuff works.
Oh, sí.
Except me personally, this stuff, it kills me. Like, just hand sanitizer itself kills me because it dries my hands so bad. But this stuff works. We'll try a couple more people. Este es hand sanitizer que hicimos nosotros. Para sacar las manos, igual que compramos una tienda. Ya te lo hicimos nosotros. ¿Quieres que lo cale? Dígame cómo hacemos. El otro me deja las manos secas. Aquí se deja manos secas. If you guys looking for something to be safe out there, guys, try to make this stuff. It's easy to buy. You know, hopefully you can find this stuff. I know a lot of people, or a lot of places going on lockdown. But try to get this stuff and make some for your family, make some for you guys to have with you all times. This is the only way to keep safe is to go off with things like this. And a lot of these stuff that you guys are seeing us make this stuff, you guys have at home. You guys stuff you don't have to go and wait in line for 3 hours to make. You guys have it at home already. You know? Ed Calderon.
Yeah.
So he put up a video on Instagram how to make hand sanitizer. So
Right.
we made it. We tried it today. Check it out. Don't keep going.
And this is what we made here today.
Correct. And so we put peppermint into it. You know, and that's gonna go off everybody what they want to smell like.
You can definitely tell there's alcohol in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is there a certain
It leaves
percentage?
it nice and soft, nice and smooth.
Yeah, it doesn't feel dry. I feel a cut on my hand. I felt that.
Get another video, you guys will see how to make this stuff. Try it out. It's well worth it. Like again, keep it with you guys. You know, we're gonna get through this. It's a tough time for everybody right now, including ourselves. You know, today was the first time that they tell us that it's gonna go on.
Yeah, the whole state of Idaho was declared a stay-at-home
Yeah.
order.
So we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep pushing as long as we can. All orders are getting filled. We're not stopping. You know, we're not stopping until they come and knock on my door that we have to stop. But yeah, guys, stay safe out there. Again, try some of this. Ed Calderon, Ed Manifesto. That's how he is on Instagram. Ed, if you watch this, man, thank you for putting stuff like this up. You may not think, but it really helps us that we're not in the environment that you're in every day. It helps us do this stuff. On the bottom of the video, we'll put your information. If you want us to chop or change, do stuff, let us know. But yeah, man, thanks again, man.
Ooh.